Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2. When we last left off, we had started to attack Africa a bit. We're moving in. We of course wanting to get after this African gold because we are good dragons that need lots of gold. We're also working on converting the rest of Latium before we hand it back over to the Pope. But yes, things are moving well. We have a lot of money. Probably going to make it to the titular kingdom. I've also invited this man to join my court. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have him matrilineally marry my daughter, Callie. And there we go. So now, his Carolingian blood will transfer over to her children, provided she is actually good at making children. But, you know, it's worth a chance. We're going to miss out on the Saint bloodline, but maybe we can get some Carling blood. That'll be good, right? Meanwhile, the army is moving down, as well as this army moving over. Of course, we're gaining a significant amount of prestige per month. And we can also recruit the Honor Guard, which we shall do. We'll also resist evil as well, because we've got a mission to do that. Let's raise some boats. Get them over here. Let's raise more boats. Boats. And more boats. It's nowhere near enough boats. I'll top it off with a few of my own boats. There we are. The studies you have conducted in your observatory have convinced you that there are many strange things beyond the known cosmos. There are few sources unknown to share knowledge with you, however, but you have heard of a strange old scholar in the Arabian desert who is rumoured to possess vast knowledge of the world. I will go and see him. Yes, probably from here. After several weeks dedicated to my purification, I feel I am ready to direct my efforts towards resolving my conflict in a specific area. Fear is the mind killer. Do we have like a Chinese strategist? Someone's seen teaching people way of the dragon, which is certainly don't mind. Unless I've accidentally left him on train the army. No, he's on train troops. Oh well. I don't mind. Let's get on the boats and head out there, shall we? We'll now start sieging down the opponents. There's no real resistance here. Dungeon Master Sea Smoke. It pleases the Dragonkin to see your spirit purified and uplifted after your recent meditation. Such efforts help pave the way for future acceptance of who we are. Signed, Dungeon Master Milos. No, that's Milok. I remember. I shall be blameless before God. This does mean I now have 1,000 resolve. Let us now convert this county to dragon culture. Behold! And that is now done. Let's now move over here. I have proof that this man apparently is doing silly things. Where would he be? Is he a direct vassal? He is. But he's also not doing anything naughty. He hasn't married someone who's inappropriate. Yeah, I have no problem with this man. He could just stay out of all factions. Good. Let's dispel the boats, and we'll move these troops in as well. So unless he comes over with some troops of his own to land on my capital, which is possible. Apparently my Spy Master's also going after another piece of territory. Probably for this piece, I imagine. The Necronomicon. You arrive at the abode of the strange old scholar Ibrium. After some persuasion, he invites you in. You speak at length, and he tells you of the scholar Abdul the Mad, who knew many of the strange spheres beyond and of talking beings that are not human. You find out that Abdul the Mad wrote a book called the Necronomicon, which he recorded many strange and unholy truths. He says that he's impressed by your sincerity and desire for knowledge, and he could sell you a copy of the book. He tells you to beware, however, as too much intense study is said to drive the reader insane. I must have it. Yes. This may cause slight issues of my piety. I should actually equip these swords, incidentally. That skull from heaven should help. Give you some personal combat skill in case there's any shenanigans. But yes, we now have the Necronomicon. Diplomacy -1 is a little bit annoying, but +5 learning. We also have a daughter born of my daughter. Excellent. The name is fairly unpronounceable, so let's randomise the name. Pyre will work. There's a large rebellion here. Sunni uprising. My goodness. We're just going to assault that. And that. So now at 16%, we should now have ticking war score, which we do. So now it's just waiting for the enemies to show up, really. Measles has broken out Lictus Magna. So how are things under construction? We don't have the technology for separated wards 5. Callie, we can have her be charitable. Yes. We could purchase another upgrade. I'm wanting to get I think the Magnificent Garden will be next, but I'm going to wait till I hand out this, because this is just increasing the costs of things. Alright, well... let's see. There's a few decent choices here. So we've got the technology spread rate and the disease resistance. This could unlock the observatory. Or the medical academy, which requires the library. Let's go for the library now. Excellent. So Callie could get some improvement. I don't really think I'm going to be ruling as Callie, but you know what, we'll gain stressed for her. It's okay. Apparently you're trying to evoke something at the same time. And I can now invest in a technological advance. And I think the next thing... I could go for the Imperial Administration, but my concern is I'm really quite a ways off from Imperial Administration. You know, I need all those laws sorted. Let's go for legalism, just to max out that centralisation, which I can now do. And everyone's in favour of it too. I won't grab it now, because I don't need it, but it's something I can do once I'm an Emperor. Bendenberg has converted to Catholic. A Sunni uprising has also emerged. Where is this Sunni uprising? It is there. Conveniently located, we can easily crush that uprising. This is also an African uprising, apparently. Oh, we have another Franchetti uprising. Apparently in the Popal lands. Working in an observatory, you're often disturbed by strange noises, uncanny large insects carrying away smaller pieces of equipment, and odd human-like figures spying on you and then disappearing to the night before you can confront them. You really struggle to maintain concentration and get anything done. I must focus! I don't gain diligent, unfortunately. How are we doing on the religious front? So we still have heresy here, which is the big problem, which is what's caused this issue. Despite the fact we got a large chance to convert per year, we do need to fix this because that's how these heretics have emerged. 11% revolt risk. 18% revolt risk here. Yeah. We obviously need to sort these problems out. That's a big amount of attrition. Oof. The Duchy of Hum is no longer considered a part of the de jure part of Croatia. Have you remarried? You haven't. Please remarry. So we have a large number of issues, but this issue is now resolved. We shall enforce our demands and then enforce your death. I don't want to lose kind though, so I'm actually just going to execute you normally. Walled up alive. There you go. So you're involved, so I will need to deal with you. This attrition sucks. They're probably going to attack into me. No, not just yet. My trusted and devoted Chamberlain has brought to my attention that one of my serving maids have given birth to a child. According to him, my son is the father. That's my boy. Prince Tinkenza gains the trade lustful. And we could get a child appearing. Well, I think I'll go for that's my boy. Give him a beating. Oh, that's my boy. Yeah, get lustful. Thank you. Okay, so we're having issues already. They're starting to get ham. Alright, so that being the case, we might have to just get some mercenaries to deal with this issue. Holy Orders don't exist just yet, but mercenaries will solve the problem. Mind you, it's going to have to take multiple groups of mercenaries. It's going to be expensive. The alternative is that we get some boats. We do need to crush this army though. Yeah, I think I do have to deal with mercenaries here because it's just a little bit out of position. It's an opportunistic attack that they have done here. The troop types are weak, so as long as we have some good quality troops here, which we do have, we should be fine. So the Company of the Rose, I think, will accompany the Company of the Rose with the Catalan Company. That should be sufficient. We'll now march them over. You would like a non-aggression pact of Gondar. You're all over there, I suppose. Veto has now converted, that is excellent. We can't move you just yet, we can move you in about a month's time. Okay. I could go crazy, or I could leave it on the shelf. I think it's time to go crazy. Paranoid. Of course. The library's been built in the Hospital Province. But this holy war is going along nicely. We'll siege down this place as well. It's nicer for them to join in. Gives me some additional stuff. A holy man came to court today to talk about matters of faith, but it soon became clear he held rather unorthodox views. Being a righteous defender of the church at all times, I believe I did the right thing when I gave the order to imprison a blasphemous pagan who dared criticize my faith and the church. Deus Volt. I was still shaking at rage at the pagan's blasphemous words when Duke Ryojin took the opportunity to whisper good work in my ear. Thank you, I really needed that. Alright, mercenaries. Let's crush the enemy. We have some good commanders in place, right? Yeah. Excellent. This issue is now resolved. We shall enforce demands. It's annoying that I had to basically spend 800 gold to make the problem go away, but hey. We are resolving these issues one step at a time. How is the resolve doing? 505. We are getting closer to converting the final of the papal areas. So as far as dragon culture is concerned, we've got a decent amount of it. There's some over here too. But we could always use more. There's dragon here, dragon there. Little dribs and drobs of dragon everywhere, which is lovely to see. Don't think this is dragon, no. Oh no, there's dragon. There you go, got a few dragon counties over here. They are taking over, which is excellent. Of course, I am the true dragon kingdom, but, you know, have a brief look around. I think that area is still all Taoist, isn't it? Oh no, it does seem to have dropped over back to the Buddhist. We still have a Taoist dragon culture. Western Protectorate over there, which feels good. Oh, let's continue, shall we? It's a marriage proposal, but that doesn't really matter to me. You want this courtier who loves having bastard kids. Oh, you can have her, yeah, whatever. She's just a woman. No real special connections. Okay. You've usurped that county. Great wisdom comes to those who study the world and learn from it. Your studies of the stars and other strange things from beyond this world have taken a very strange paths, and your learning has increased immeasurably since you started. The stars are right. That they are. Speaking of expensive things, we could also write a book, which sounds like a great idea. I think we'll go for a book on stewardship, because we do need some increased stewardship for all of our characters. And of course, we now need to do some resisting evil, because You know, we're unstable, apparently. Let's do that. The long night shall begin. We're getting excellent war score ticking up. 90% now. Callie has finished her education in diplomacy. Unfortunately, she's become homosexual, which is a bit of a worry, but let's go for patient instead of cynical. Unfortunate. So we have a homosexual stressed woman, Grey Eminence. That's minus 15%, minus 50%, 65% negative fertility. But the betrothed can now marry, so hopefully she loses the stressed modifier. This is a bit unfortunate, but I just would like her to have a decent number of children. But hey, we'll have to see how things go. This woman's now dead, apparently. Okay. Fear is the mind killer, though, which is always good. We might be able to remove the stressed for a little while, but, you know, that's a start. Apparently people are still trying to kill me, which is a little bit annoying. If they could not do that, I'd appreciate it. Yeah. Dungeon Master Seesoak, it pleases the Dragonkin to see your spirit purified and uplifted after the recent meditation. And I'm glad that you do feel that way. Uh-oh, what are you doing? You've just usurped the county of Leon? Oh, Leon's in your de jure, that's fine. You can usurp Leon. And you've usurped Agostra. That's fine. Well, time to enforce peace. We have been victorious. Excellent. There's not much here. This is a pretty low value area. But we can create a vassal here. Let's see if we can find a suitable dragon to take over the other areas. So no rulers, no married, men. And the best steward. I think that this marshal shall be my choice. This will grant the land a title of Burnt Bella. Which will also grant you the land a title of Mammon. There we are. Let us now create the duchy. We can't usurp it, but oh well, he's just going to be the count of those two areas. Excellent. We shall now disband these troops. And we shall split off the event spawn troops and disband those too. Excellent. Speaking of, does that increase our retinue cap meaningfully? It does. Excellent. We'll cap that over there. Things are going well. It's got to be said. Band 2 of the Stars is now dead. I think we're just going to give up on Princess Naga here. Apparently you have had another crazy kid. You've got a pet owl. Cute. Why not? Have a pet owl. Okay. Let's force you to adopt the kid. You have a kid, Vlad Welf. Okay. You are finally certain, absolutely certain. There are things you understand now that lie beyond the ken of normal men. If they knew, oh how if only they knew. But it is the task of scholars such as you to keep and preserve such things in secret, lest all humanity go insane with the knowledge of its own insignificance. I will be a devoted keeper of elder secrets. Indeed, I now have the mystic trait, which will increase my stewardship somewhat. Apparently you are having some petty nobles. Okay. I must show sympathy and explain. There we go. Chernigov has converted to Catholicism. This is good. Well done. So. Learning is now doing very nicely, but I think we can go and do intrigue focus for a little while now. Actually, let's do rulership for a short time. I'm sort of like, 50-50. I'd like to do rulership for a short time. Yes. because I'd like to boost that intrigue, so that to stewardship, just to get a bit more money. Once I've finished this round of rulership, I shall then go for intrigue, so we can revoke all the things. You have the flu? Well, let's get the composition onto it. Apparently you botched it hard. He's trying his best. Alright, well, progress is good. Except for that peasant revolt. That came from the same place as before. Nice! Well, when we come back, we'll deal with that problem. Thank you all for watching. Arles expands, getting closer to the bottom of the map. Thank you all for watching. When we come back, more Crusader Kings 2.